So when it's important up down, so you consider the wax there.
Yeah, you could. Those big
flies.
and you can trace into
Sorry. Vessel's got
Yeah, I do. I thought there'd be a big band today.
Well, first of all, welcome all supporters of this proposal to put this plaque up, and welcome to any dignitaries that are here. I don't know whether Mr. Prestige is here.
I practically can't see.
Is Mr. Prestige here?
No,
No.
I can't see.
And obviously a good many employees are here. That's the main thing. And thank you very much for coming. And while I'm on thanks, I'd like to thank Gerald here and John in particular for all their support. Is the Black Country Museum representative here? Okay. Well, the purpose of this plaque, as you won't have read yet, the purpose of the plaque is to recognise the skills, the works at force skills, their endeavours and achievements. And I think it's most important that this be placed here. Now briefly, I don't know if you know a bit about the history of this site, but on the corner there used to be a foundry years and years ago, and the mill in Mill Street, Mill Road, and the mill was this going back to the 1700s. The mill was occupied by two former foremen of James Watt, and they left James Watt's company because they disagreed over sending two apprentices to Australia for pinching meat off a sheep which was hanging in the workshop, and the sheep was there to provide grease for the bearings of the machinery. Anyway, they started, then later in the 1800s Mr. Bagnall bought the site, and this went right down the canal there to the other bridge, and then in 1890, in the 1890s, the place came up for sale because Bagnall wanted to go to Somers, and Sam Nightingale, a property developer, bought the land and formed two companies, Langley Forge and the blacking company in Oldbury called S&H. And then obviously we went on with the family Nightingale, went with it until 1984. I'm meant to give you an example of the skills of these gentlemen. Ernie Weller, who was a drop stamper, if you put an open matchbox on this anvil, he could close it with a 2-ton tap. Just bring it down and stop it before it crushed the pot. And then the other skill in the machine shop, Tom Baggett.
I remember.
Remember Tom Baggett?
Yes.
And Reg Martin
I know.
worked all overnight one night
Yes.
to correct the
Ron
The
Close
out-
at the Oldbury Works.
outer centre. There's a pin on that on a crankshaft,
Yeah.
which was oval, and between them they moved the material by just tapping it until they got the thing perfectly round, which is absolutely amazing. I never knew how they did it really. Now, as regards things that have happened at the forge and things you've made, the first significant one I found was that we made the die blocks for the Snyder Trophy aircraft, which won in 1930s, won the airspeed record in 1930s. That was the first development on the aircraft side. The next development during the war, we made some pieces for Davy United, which were to go into the steam catapults on the aircraft carriers.